In a city doomed to fall lived Rahab, a woman with a broken past but a courageous heart. When fear gripped Jericho, she chose faith in the God of Israel. And that single decision changed her destiny forever.
Joshua, son of Nun, quietly calls the spies aside in Shittim in a hushed voice. He commands them to go and examine the land, especially Jericho. The two men slip away under cover of secrecy and enter the fortified city, finding shelter in the house of a prostitute named Rahab. News quickly reaches the king of Jericho. He is told that Israelite spies have entered the city that very night to scout the land. Alarmed, the king immediately sends messengers to Rahab demanding that she'll surrender the men. Rahab has already hidden the spies. Standing at her doorway, she tells the king's men that the visitors came but left at dusk before the city gates were closed. She urges the soldiers to hurry and chase them, suggesting they might still catch them. As the soldiers rush out of the city in pursuit, the gates slam shut behind them. Meanwhile, on the flat rooftop of her house, Rahab has concealed the spies beneath thick stalks of flax laid out to dry. Before the spies sleep, Rahab climbs to the roof. In the quiet night air, she tells them she knows the Lord has given Israel the land. Fear has fallen over Jericho. The people's courage has melted because they have heard what the Lord did at the Red Sea and how he defeated mighty kings east of the Jordan. Rahab boldly declares that the Lord their God is God in heaven above and on the earth below. Then she pleads for kindness, because she has protected them. She asks that her father, mother, brothers, sisters, and all her family be spared from death. The spies swear to her, offering their lives in exchange for hers. They promise faithful treatment when the Lord gives them the land on the condition that she does not betray their mission. Rahab lowers the men by a rope through her window, since her home is built into the city wall. In the darkness, the spies descend quietly to the ground outside the city. Before they part, Rahab instructs them to hide in the hills for 3 days until the pursuers return. The spies then give her a sign. She must tie a scarlet cord in the same window and gather her entire family inside her house. They warn her that anyone who steps outside will be responsible for their own fate, but everyone inside the marked house will be protected. Rahab agrees without hesitation. After sending them away, she immediately ties the scarlet cord in her window. The spies hide in the hills for 3 days until the search ends. Then they return across the Jordan to Joshua and report everything. They tell him confidently that the Lord has surely given the land into their hands, for the people are melting in fear. Following God's instructions, the army of Israel marches around Jericho once each day. Priests carry trumpets, and the Ark of the Covenant leads the procession. The city watches in tense silence. On the 7th day, after marching as commanded, the priests blow their trumpets. Joshua orders the people to shout. A thunderous cry rises and suddenly the mighty walls of Jericho collapse. Israel charges straight into the city. They devote it to the Lord and destroy everything within it, men and women, young and old, livestock and possessions, just as commanded. Amid the destruction, Joshua calls for the 2 spies. He reminds them of their promise. They enter Rahab's house and bring her out safely, along with her father, mother, brothers, sisters, and all who belong to her. Rahab and her family are placed safely outside the camp of Israel. The rest of the city is burned, but the silver, gold, bronze, and iron are set apart for the Lord's treasury. Rahab is spared because she hid the spies Joshua had sent. From that day forward, she lives among the Israelites, a living testimony of faith and courage. Joshua declares a solemn oath before the Lord: "Cursed is anyone who rebuilds Jericho. At the cost of his firstborn son, he will lay its foundations. At the cost of his youngest, he will set up its gates." The story closes with the Lord's presence upon Joshua. His fame spreads throughout the land as Israel steps fully into the promise God had given them.
Rahab was not saved because of who she was, but because of what she believed. Her faith turned a scarlet cord into a lifeline, proving that even in judgment, God honors those who trust Him. If the story inspires you, subscribe, like, comment, and share for more Bible stories.